Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all you Qam warriors doing this work in love and sincerity and in charity. Alright, this is the brother Yashawan from the GMS Bombers Camp, back at you with this truth. Okay, and this lesson will be entitled Virtue of Beds. Okay, virtue of bed. Okay, now the reason why I named this virtue of bed, because I'm going to show you before Alexander the Great came and made the decree to his soldiers them that they should be clean shaven. Prior to that, all men in this world had bed. Okay, all right. So that some nation bed was honored. Bed was wisdom. Bed was virility. Okay, bed was virility. Sorry. Okay. Now, this is Leviticus 19 and 27, and it reads, "Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy bed." Or it means, if you can't have a shape up, what makes you think you could cut it off? Okay? And this is only for the nation of Israel. Alright? The Lord, it has 18 nations in this world. Okay? 18. The Lord only chose one nation. Alright? That's the nation of Israel. YASHAWAN-BAN, Princess of the Power. Okay? This is the verse 1, Leviticus 19 and 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, "Speak unto the congregation of the children of Israel." Alright, he didn't say everybody in this world. "And say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for I am Yahweh, your power. I'm holy." Okay? So the Most High is telling Moses to let the children of Israel know, alright, what they should do and what they should not do. Okay? That they should be holy as he are holy. Alright? To live and do his will. Alright? And his commandments and his judgments. Okay? So now we go to 21 and 5. Okay? It reads, "They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their bed, nor make any cuttings in their flesh." Okay? But the point I'm bringing out is, neither shall they shave off the corner of their bed. Okay? So that is the point. Okay? For you Native American Indians, Latinos, and you Negroes. Okay? Now, in today's world, you have having a bed is basically a villain. All right. Basically, when people see you with a big bushy beard, all right, they begin to size you up, call you all kind of names in their minds. All right. Say he looks suspicious. Okay. You can't travel without them searching you because you have a nice big bed. Okay. So let's get into one or two articles. Okay. We have an article here. All right. On the virtues of bed. Okay. And you are Kim. Y'all can check this out for yourself. Okay. All right. This is the article as you can see here. All right. So now, let me just jump right up here. Let me just read up first before I go down there. All right. Villainy or liberty. Okay. And villainy. All right. I took the time out to look up villainy.
Villainy.
Okay. Evil behavior or actions. Villainous conduct. Also a villainous act. Okay. So when people see you, they don't size you up, saying you have a villainous conduct. Okay. Just because you have a beard. All right. But having a beard doesn't make you a villain. Okay. Because beard, it was basically dominant in the past world. Okay. In the ancient world, I would say, beard is basically of a liberty. Okay. So I'm gonna read this article and go into it and show you one or two things about beard. Okay, it says today a bearded man is often the villain. You see that? Often the villain, most of the time. Okay, because when people see you of this beard, they begin to run. Some people begin to run, take off, and think you want to attack them. Some people say you are suspicious, you know, stuff like that. A male, violent force in a Disney movie, a mischievous character in a TV show, the man quietly asks to step aside for a detailed search in an airport. All right, and I sure men with beard get that all the time. Facial hair has become a relative oddity in most professions outside of education and has almost become synonymous with an hedonistic student life, extreme religious ideologies, or fringe cultures in society. Yet, this was not always the way. Okay, exactly. This was not always the way. Okay, because now that Alexander, who came out with you should be clean shaven. If he basically demanded soldiers to be clean shaven. All right, cause the whole world the be following that same thing. Okay. Now this here say the mark of man. All right. I'm gonna read a few about it. The ancient Egyptian elite wove gold into their beds. The Mesopotamians and Persians admire well-groomed facial hair. You see that? For the Indians, it was a sign of wisdom. And for the Greeks, it was a sign of virility and was almost sacrosanct. Okay? And like I said, all right, uh, 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 this word virility, okay, basically mean for the Greeks is manhood. All right, I took the time to look this up. Virility. All right.
Virility.
Okay, the quality or state of being viril, manhood. All right, masculine. Okay, so before Alexander the Great took over, okay, like I said, everybody in this world had beard. Okay, the men. All right, like the Persians and Mesopotamians admire well-groomed facial hair. The Indians, took it for a sign of wisdom, and the Greeks for basically manhood and masculine. All right. Let's see what Alexander did. Alexander the Great demanded that his soldiers cut their facial hair, as their opponents frequently seized it to better kill them. Okay, for war. All right, and that's what he did. Okay, because at that time, you know, at that time, Alexander the Great was ruling basically the whole world. All right, and let me get that. Okay, that's to prove that point. This is First Maccabees chapter 1, starting at verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, the son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece. Okay, speaking of the Edomites. And made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth. Okay, and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, meaning he is ruling all the earth. Okay? Whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up, meaning he began to get proud. Okay? He think he was God. Alright? So the Most High had to take him out. Verse 4, and he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. Okay? So he's ruling the whole earth at that time. Alright? So he told the king, when he's going to war, told his men them to shave your beard, because when you go to war, you don't want these other men to be pulling your beards. Okay, that's a story he told me. We know that don't happen in no war and stuff like that. Men pulling on other men's beard. that release on faggotry. Okay, all right. So let me go right down here. Okay, as he say, yeah, Alexander the Great demanded his soldiers cut their facial hair as their opponents frequently says to better kill them. Okay, say say even though Aristotle adopted this new fashion, a bearded man was generally accepted as being a philosopher. Okay, that's why when you go into philosopher, you see a lot of them have beard because they claim that it's wisdom. Okay, but it's true wisdom. Man would have the beard come from the Lord if they do are following doing the Lord's will. And we know that only the men of YASHAWAN-BAN of Israel who are doing the Lord's will have that true wisdom. Okay, but you have wise men also basically the wise of this earth. But when it comes to this Bible, you know, they are lost. Okay, they are lost. All right. Say the Romans really enjoyed shaving, having little or no hair on their body except for a neat haircut. You see that? Boy, I tell you. And when the Israelites were Hellenized, they made us do the same thing, shave our beards. Okay? So now, let me shoot down here to this right here. Okay? Say, the wearing of facial hair has become correspond to immorality, and the clean shaven has become the paradigm of virtue. In the past, facial hair has been a symbol of impiety, wisdom, defiance, and liberty, and as such, it is to be embraced. Okay? But in today's world, when you see a man who have facial hair like that, listen to what they say. Okay? Say, the man quietly asks to step aside for a detailed search in an airport. Alright? Today, a bearded man is often the villain. Alright? So now, let me, let's go right here. Okay? The troubled history of beards. Alright? Let me, I didn't want to go there to that one as yet. But, alright. I had another one there. But hey, yeah, that's gone. Alright, so let me just go right there. The troubled history of beards. Okay. Now, I'm not going to read all this because my man, he talking about thanks for my parents. I would simply not grow facial hair and all that garbage. Okay. Alright. So, alright. Say, beards were in the vogue of Greek society. Okay. Where a healthy beard was a sign of wisdom and knowledge. But then Alexander the Great came along and changed all of that for the sake of the military. He forced his soldiers to shave for fear that an enemy could use a man's beard to his disadvantage in close combat. He thought that the enemy would grab it during hand-to-hand struggles, though I would be more worried about the pain of someone ripping my beard off, in contrast to slaves who were normally made to shave were then ordered to grow out their stubble. Far be it for slaves to be equally fashionable as their masters. Alright? So you see there that Alexander the Great ordered his soldiers to be clean shaven, and the whole world, alright, consent with that. Okay? The whole world consent with that. Alright? So let me show you here. In modern times, many beliefs and military forces prohibit beds for one important reason that came up during World War One. In order to get a clean seal on the mask, you must have a clean face. So soldiers made sure to shave. Okay? They may or may not have been worried about pulling off bed during hand-to-hand combat, as Alexander the Great was regarded. Alright, yeah. Okay? So, as you see here, alright, Alexander the Great ordered that the be clean shaven. Okay, and like I said, the whole world, he was ruling the whole world, and the world basically follow him. Okay, so let me just shoot down here the for his 42, from 42 to 44, at least from 42 and 43. All right, we were at 41. Okay, because Antiochus came after Alexander. All right. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all shall be one people, and everyone shall leave his laws, so all the heathen will agree according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consent to his religion and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. Okay, so there you have it. All right, many of the Israelites consent to the heathens, to follow their ways, and we know the laws they learn not the way of the heathens. Okay, and choose none of their ways. All right, so that's why we have our people in the day, many of them being clean shaven and being clean shaven for their woman and all that type of stuff. But we know what the scriptures say in these times, okay, that we would remember ourselves. All right. This is Baruch 2:30 and 30 to 33. Okay, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves. And that's what we doing right now. We remembering ourselves. Okay, and that's why when we remember ourselves, we go back to the Lord, repent and go back to Him, and to keep His ways to the best of our abilities, because we're still in slavery. Okay, verse 31. And you should know that I am Yahweh their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. All right, so now that we have this understanding now of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, so we can follow Him. All right, we know who we are now. Okay, verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. Right, what we doing? We praising Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We thinking upon His name, calling upon His name, doing His will. Okay, and we turn from this stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and really and truly, that's what we repent of. Okay, calling on the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai now, that's come and save us, to get us up out of this captivity. All right, so with that, I'm gonna come back and hit part 2 of virtue of bed. Shalom.